Welcome back, everybody. Okay, we have reached the final match of the Ladies Southern Championship tourney, and this ending is even wilder than the end of the Ladies Northern, with powerhouse Patti Powers facing Memphis millionaires Jody Dvorak, both fresh off recently burying the hatchet, only to find themselves at odds in this final round matchup for the belt.
One of them's going home happy, the other one is not. Is that going to create more of a problem down the road?
Yeah, it's ironic since Patti and Jody joined forces to save Liberty Belle Danielle from the future endeavor about a month ago. Now they found themselves at opposite sides of the ring again, with a championship on the line between them. I hope this doesn't create more bad blood between these two ladies. We don't need that anymore. Alright, well, here we go. Wooly Johnson rings the bell. Jody opens up with a couple of rights, a left, another right. Misses with the drop toe hold. Patti Powers sidesteps her. Powerhouse Patti escorting Jody Dvorak to the far right corner. Head first into the turnbuckle she goes. Patti yanking on the arm of Jody Dvorak. And will we see her bite someone like she did with Faye Crawford earlier? We're going to see. There's a clothesline to Jody from Powerhouse Patti. Patti Powers beating the head of Jody Dvorak against the canvas. Follows that up with a stomp to the face. Jody Dvorak counter slams Patti Powers face first to the canvas. Tags her with a couple of rights, a left, and oh, the spinning punch didn't even phase her. Well, now. Patti whipped to the far left corner. There's a splash from Jody Dvorak. Goes behind. There's a shot to the back. Patti whipped to the opposing corner. Tries to put on the brakes, but no. Catches the kick to the back of the head. Jody rebounds off the and Wolf slides through and slams Patti Powers head first into the canvas. That is a neat trick. The Memphis Millionaire is definitely picking up some new gimmicks. Unbelievable. Jody Dvorak makes her way all the way up to the top turnbuckle. Here she goes. Leg drop across the throat of Patti Powers. And here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. But no, Patti Powers. Oh, man, Jody's mad. She cannot believe it. She thought she had it in the bag right there. Drop toe hold on Patti Powers. Referee calling for the break on the submission. Jody locks in a heel hook stretch on Patti Powers. Those ladies want that Ladies Southern Championship real bad. Jody Dvorak rounds up Powerhouse Patti. Patti Powers counters with a right. Locks up Jody Dvorak. Has her up over the shoulder. Takes a little walk down southeast with her. Drops her head first into the turnbuckle. Follows that up with a stomp. Jody Dvorak catches an arm snap from Patti Powers. There's a stomp to the back. A stomp to the chest. Jody taken down with a shoulder tackle. Mid-charge. She rolls out to the floor. I don't think she was expecting that. Patti Powers all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Goes air, drops a knee right across the chest of Jody Dvorak. The Memphis Millionaires rounded up to her feet by Patti Powers. Patti rolls her. Oh, no, wait a minute. There's a counter. Patti Powers taken down to the floor by Jody Dvorak. Patti gets a hold of Jody, rolls her back inside the ring finally. Patti makes her way all the way up to the top here. And, oh, man, elbow right across the back of Jody Dvorak. Patti slams the knee into the mat. Follows that up with a stomp to the back. Going to work on the arms of Jody Dvorak. And again, Patti Powers twisting the head of Jody Dvorak. And it's hard to think these two were helping to save Liberty Belle Danielle just about a month ago. Patti beating the head of Jody Dvorak against the mat. Whatever truth they may have had may go out the window with this one. Patti Powers showing off that power of hers. Oh, man, what a slam. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. No. Jody Dvorak refusing to give up here. Patti all the way up on the middle rope. Dobbs misses with the leg drop. Definitely hurt her back on that one. Jody Dvorak moves in, drop toe hold on Patti center ring, stretching the leg. There's a submission. No ropes for Patti to get to, but she turns it over. Tags Jody with a couple of rights and gets herself free. Patti Powers back up on her feet. Jody locked up by Patti. Escorted to the ropes. Patti Powers tags her with the right. As Jody up, hangs her up over the top rope. Jody trying to find a safe spot, but so far, no good luck. Trying to make her way to a standing position. Powerhouse Patti misses with the splash. Jody Dvorak gets out of the way. Whips Patti into the far left corner. There's a chop across the chest. Patti counters with a knee. Places Jody in the corner instead. Jody counters with an elbow. Gets a hold of Patti. Takes her down to the mat. Classic wrestling takedown. There's a stomp to the head of Patti Powers. Oh, nasty knee to the head from Jody Dvorak. That one had some weight to it. Jody drives a knee into the arm of Patti Powers. Jody Dvorak starting to look like she's pulling away here. Patti Powers on the outside. Stunned. Jody Dvorak pacing around the ring as Patti makes her way in. Misses with the shoulder tackle. They lock up. Patti counters the whip. Jody into the ropes. Patti ducks under. Drives a knee into the midsection of Jody Dvorak. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, man, shut up. All right, this one has already clocked in at the longest match of the tournament so far. Jody Dvorak with elbows to the midsection of Patti Powers. Both these ladies refusing to give up here. Jody escorts Patti to the ropes. Gets a hold on her, starts playing tug-of-war with the arm, using those ropes for leverage. Jody whips Patti to the ropes. Patti puts on the brakes, tags Jody with the right, turns her around. Jody counters with an elbow. Patti locks her up again. Has her up in a front cradle. Walks her towards the corner, smashes her back into the turnbuckle, turns her out towards center ring. Jody Dvorak rolls out of the way of Patti's punch. And, whoa, nice wraparound DDT from the Memphis Millionaires. Then overhand right to the head of Patti Powers. And another one takes her down to the canvas. Patti Powers losing the momentum here. Here we go into the crossface. Jody's won a lot of matches with this one. This could be it. The referee checking things out. Patti Powers flailing. Jody releases the hold. Well, now, that's unusual. Jawjacker from Patti Powers. Patti locks her up. Has her again in that front cradle, walking her to the southeast corner. There we go. Again, back into the buckle and spun out center ring. Patti covers and hooks the leg. Here's the ref. 1, 2. Unbe-freaking-leavable. Jody Dvorak still in there punching. Patti tags her with the right and a double axe handle across the back of the head. Down goes Jody Dvorak, face first to the canvas. Patti Powers playing to the crowd. There's a stomp to the leg of the Memphis Millionaires. Jody quickly rolling out of the ring. Patti Powers right there to greet her. Goes behind in the rear waist lock. Has her all the way up. Atomic drop right to the lower. Oh, man. Ooh. A kick to the head from Jody Dvorak. Patti Powers locked up. Whip to the far left corner. Jody moves in. Gets a hold of Patti. Drives her head into the turnbuckle. Gets a hold of her again. Drapes the leg over the middle rope. Delivers the kick to the calf. And this one's gone back and forth a whole lot, and it's gone longer than any other match in the tournament so far. Jody Dvorak takes Patti Powers now and follows up with a stomp to the head. Turns Patti over, drives that vicious knee into the head of Patti Powers, right into the forehead one more time. Jody Dvorak all the way up the top turnbuckle, drops the leg from 10 feet up across the throat of Patti Powers. Oh, Memphis Millionaires. Apparently just throwing politeness to the wind here. Jody rounds up Patti. Patti counters with a right. Patti nails her with another right. A headlock punch. An overhand right. A second one. A double axe handle or two. And face first into the floor goes Jody Dvorak. Patti Powers rolls Jody back inside the ring. Patti taking her time about getting in there. But here she is. Jody hasn't moved since. Quickly rolls up to a standing position, catches Patti out there with a wraparound DDT. And again, this could be it right here. 1, 2. Oh, man. I know Jody's got to be mad. Unbelievable. Patti Powers still has not caved yet. A series of hard shots from Jody Dvorak. A kick to the midsection. Yet another DDT. The Powerhouse Patti. Wow. Patti Powers dragged towards center ring by Jody Dvorak. Jody sets up the leg lock. Stretching the legs, the knees, the ligaments, the everything of Patti Powers. Here's another cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Wow. Just wow. What a match we've got here for the final round of the Ladies Southern Tournament. There's a stomp to the head from Jody Dvorak. Patti counters with a dragon screw. Takes Jody down to the canvas. Patti takes herself up to the middle rope. Misses with the double axe handle. Catches a jumping elbow from Jody Dvorak. And that might have been a mistake right there for Patti Powers. She may end up regretting. Jody Dvorak taking her leisure here. Rounds up Patti Powers. Patti counters with a nice hip toss. Jody Dvorak falls her way to the corner. Patti making her way to the opposite corner. And here's the charge. Interrupted by Willie Johnson. Oops. Scoop slam instead. Patti takes herself up to the middle rope. Takes the dive. Oh man, splashed her. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. And that last splash must have knocked all the wind out of Jody Dvorak. And for Wheeler for Woe, Patti Powers is the new Women's Southern Champion at 10 minutes and 33 seconds, the longest match of the entire tournament. And Patti Powers, there is no denying, she certainly earned that belt.
Wow, what a pair of tournaments and what a spectacular ending to both, with Babs Beckwith, the new Ladies Northern Champion, and Patti Powers, the new Ladies Southern Champion, after an incredible pair of tournaments.
And we're going to be back with our main event Ladies Battle Royal right after this.